getting started just a tad bit later than we normally do, and I thank you for your patience here. Great to have each and every one of you from all across the globe. Hey, Thursday night, I want you just to go on and plan on taking Thursday nights for the foreseeable future and just blocking that out and coming on these Thursday night webinars. These are marketing training webinars, and they're really designed. It doesn't matter what you are marketing. As a matter of fact, that's what I forgot to do. So do me a favor, in your questions box, tell us what you are marketing, all right? Network marketing company, network marketing companies, affiliate offers, your own product or service. In your questions box, do me a favor and just give us a sense of what you're marketing out there. All right, so really this webinar is designed for people that are in the marketing space, particularly if they're in the network marketing, MLM, affiliate marketing space. There are a lot of new affiliate models that used to be with affiliate marketing. You know, it was just about you selling the product, okay? But there's been quite a few models that have come out over the past few years that still have a leverage-based tenor to it. Maybe it's a two-tier affiliate or you know, some type of leverage-based model, and that's typically who we cater to. We've been in the multi-level type network marketing type space since 1994. So what we want to do is we want to bring you value to help you to build your various enterprises, and we will talk about maybe tools and resources that you can use. But I want you to feel comfortable that no matter whatever it is that you are promoting, a wellness company, nutritional company, weight loss company, electricity, you're in cryptocurrencies, that you feel comfortable that you and anyone that may follow you, anyone that you might get to these webinars, are going to walk away with actionable content that will help you build your enterprises. Now, these webinars are sponsored by a couple of systems, and they work synergistically. One that we'll be launching here real soon, one that's already in the marketplace. On the left-hand side, we call her RAS. RAS stands for Reverse Advertising System. It's a mobile marketing system designed to help you get more leads, more sales, more recruits for whatever it is, again, that you are promoting. And we've got a new project that we'll be launching very soon called Click, Rank, and Bank. And we'll talk a little bit about how that's going to assist you in developing multiple streams of income. All right, so let's go to work. All right, so here's our objective. Our overall objective for our audience is to build a long-term sustainable business. I want to spend a little time on this definition because this is going to lay the foundation. And this may be a multi-part training series, all right? So if I don't get to everything I want to get to tonight, then we'll review next week and then pick up on the information that I don't get to on tonight, if that happens. Okay, so some of you have been following us for some time, so you've heard this before, but I really now want to start to put this into motion. All right, so our long-term objective, our ultimate objective, is to assist you in building a long-term, sustainable business with multiple streams of income. Now, let me stop there for just a moment. All right, so when I first got in this industry way back in 1994, that is not what I heard. That's not what I was taught. And so for my first decade or more in this industry, I was not taught multiple streams of income. Back then, before the internet, we were taught to basically put all your eggs in one basket. You know, put all of your heart, your effort, your energy behind the company you were promoting, whether it was Amway or whether it was Primerica Financial Services or Prepaid Legal. I think it's now called Legal Shield. But this is pre-internet really impacting our home business industry. And so we would hear things like, you can't chase two rabbits and never hope to catch either one. And the inference was, you got to put all of your time, effort, and energy in promoting, whatever this offer happens to be, this one offer, all right? And you've got to be committed to that offer and, basically say nuptials to that offer. Say I do with this ring, I thee wed to the offer. Well, what we saw when we first got in this industry is we saw people that had been with Amway, had been with Primerica Financial Services, had been with Mary Kay for 10 years and 15 years and 20 years. And they had reached that dream of walk away income, meaning if they didn't do anything that month, or if they went on a vacation for a month or two or three or four, they were still going to generate huge revenue streams. Those days are just about gone, unless you were one of those ones that was way back then and you built a large organization. Yes, Dexter Yeager is still making, $2-3 million a year from Amway. And yes, there's, a few of what we would call those legacy companies, the companies that have been around for 15 and 20 and 25 years that do 2, 3, 4, 5, $10 billion a year. It's not that many of those. Okay. All right. So this new economy where the internet takes center stage allows us to develop multiple streams of income. Now, one of my mentors taught me this a few years ago. He said, if you don't know how to market, it doesn't matter what you're marketing. But the flip side of that is also true. Once you learn how to market, it doesn't matter what you're marketing. All right, so up through about 2012, I was of the put all your heart, all your energy, all your promotional effort in whatever the deal was that you were promoting, okay? And unfortunately, so we were promoting a particular offer, came across our desk in February of 2011, and boy, did it produce some major income for our team, our following. We had never generated that type of revenue, particularly in the short period. We were there for 17 months. And and then unfortunately, it all came crashing down. No fault of Nick's. Nick, it wasn't your fault. Robert, it wasn't your fault. Theo, it wasn't your fault. And all of a sudden, it was gone. And we had not yet embraced this messaging that I'm sharing with you. And so what I saw some people that had never made money before that were finally making money in the industry. Some were making really good money. Some had left their jobs, perhaps prematurely, okay? And now all of a sudden, because they had said the nuptials, I do with this ring I thee wed, to the company, and the company was no more at no fault of their own, some people, it put them in a really bad financial situation. I know of people that lost things, or they were on the verge of losing things like their house, and put strains on marriages and all kinds of things. And so I didn't know at the time how to start developing multiple streams of income. And then I had the extreme fortune. I knew I needed to scale my business. I knew I needed to go to the next level. If I was going to be able to help my team go to the next level, I had to be the first partaker. And we invested in a high-level mastermind. And the gentleman who was the lead of that mastermind blew me away. He had 21 different income streams. 21 different income streams. And they were stretched across multiple niches. I want to say he had about a dozen different niches. Now, why is it important to, one, have multiple income streams? I know some of you might be saying, well, I don't even have the first one going yet. Don't worry, just sit tight. We're going to get there, okay? Why is it important to have multiple income streams, but also stretch them across multiple niches, all right? Now, here's why the multiple niches is so important, okay, Robert? What I've seen, particularly in the network marketing arena, again, that's where I come from. That's where my heart is. I love the people in this industry. I see so many people struggle. And so I feel like I've got an assignment to help people make money in this industry so that they have the time, the financial resources, and the time resources to really pursue what they're passionate about. I don't think most of us are passionate about marketing. I don't think that most of us want to spend the rest of our lives coming to a Thursday night webinar. I think most of us have a greater calling in life, other things that we want to do with our time, but our time's not free right now because we still have to answer the money question. And so my whole thing is, let's get people answering the money question so that they can ultimately hotly pursue the passions of their heart. Let's talk about multiple niches and why this is so important. So what happens in network marketing, for instance, is you'll often have a niche that will get hot. And it may stay hot for a few years, and then that niche may start to cool off. All right, so we saw it, for instance, in the early 2000s, we saw the nutritional beverage niche take center stage. Late 90s, early 2000s. Well, let's go back before that. Let's go in the 90s. In the 90s, we saw the telecom niche really take off. When telecommunications in the U.S. was deregulated, we saw companies like XL Communications really take off. And then ACN, I believe it is, take off. And then other offshoots dealing with telecom, okay? And so it was really hot for a minute. And then we saw the juggernaut of that niche. What was it? I just mentioned her name. What was the name? Gosh, boy, that birdie just flew off. Queen, what company did I just mention? I did ACN, XL. There we go. Okay. So for instance, XL Telecommunications, at one point, they were boasting that they were the fastest company in our industry to hit $1 billion in sales. The owner gets an unbelievable offer to sell the company. He took them up on the offer, sold the company. I think he almost became a billionaire by, selling the company. You can't blame him, all right? And then the new owners came in and they basically ran it into the ground. And a few years later, the company files bankruptcy, okay? And that niche has since cooled down. So obviously, at one point, people were paying for long distance. And I remember a buddy of mine, I shouldn't say buddy, but I remember somebody that I knew that was a big-time earner in XL Telecommunications. I think he was the number 12 earner all time. And he would tell me that when they would go to the big events, this is when still people were paying for long distance, all right, maybe 30 cents a minute, from state to state. And they would go to the big event and they would say, hey, we're cutting the rate from 30 cents a minute down to, 27 cents a minute. And people would get all excited, but he understood residual income. And he said, wait a minute, you just cut my residual income by 10%. It went down by 3 cents on 30 cents. You just cut my income by 10%. Well, ultimately, that thing died, all right, after a great run. And it died, get this, he had just built his dream home, 13,000 or so square feet on several acres, beautiful home, absolutely gorgeous home. And the week that his family moved into their dream home, the company died. Okay? So that niche that was once a very hot niche, that niche is not that hot anymore. I mean, when was the last time someone pitched you on ACN? I can't think of the last time someone pitched me, especially online, with ACN. They're still kind of in that niche. Well, that telecom, they've obviously they've had to broaden their portfolio. Then we had the nutritional beverage niche. Early 2000s, we saw this niche. We saw Tahitian noni juice. We saw a company called Free Life. They had goji juice. That was really hot. We saw Zango juice. That was really hot. We saw Monavi, however you say that. That was really hot. And those were hot for a minute, a few years, and then they started to cool off. So what we want to do is, yes, we want to develop multiple streams of income, but we want to spread out those multiple streams of income across multiple niches so that ultimately if something happens to a company that we're promoting, and in network marketing that happens, all right, and in any business that happens, all right, in any business. That's not just a network marketing deal. That's in any business, okay, all right. What happened to Circuit City? Those of you in the U.S., what happened to Circuit City? Remember, that used to be pretty big, right? Then what happens? The internet comes in and it changes everything. Changes everything. And so there are a lot of brick and mortar stores that used to be here that aren't here anymore. There are a lot of travel agencies that used to be here that aren't here anymore. So we want to make sure that we are building a long-term sustainable business. So as good as your offer may be, as passionate as you may be about your offer, keep the big picture in mind. All right, your offer is just one part. No matter how great the offer is, it's just one part of your income producing portfolio. Okay, so now from a traditional business standpoint, all right, you've got McDonald's, all right, and let's say that McDonald's is the network marketing company, okay, and then McDonald's, when you go in and you McDonald's pays about $1.91 in advertising to get a customer to come through the door. Now, on the initial order, the average initial order is about $2.09 for just the burger. But then McDonald's asks a very important, this is a multi-billion-dollar question, all right? Would you like fries with that? Would you like a drink with that? Or whatever the promotion may happen to be. So before they ask that multi-billion-dollar question, they're typically getting about 18 cents profit per customer. All right, when you look at all the advertising expenses and what have you. But when they add the would you like fries and a Coke, all right, they tend to pick up a $1.77 on average, and of that $1.77, they keep a $1.32 in profit. So the question, would you like fries and a Coke or fries and a drink or what have you, for them is the bulk of their profit. 8 times more profit when they ask the question, would you like? Okay? Now, in marketing, we would refer to this as a funnel, as a marketing or a sales funnel. The problem in network marketing is that most network marketers, and certainly certainly network marketing companies, do not have a funnel. In other words, when someone does business with you once, the hardest thing it is in this industry is to get someone to do business with you that first time. Whether it is to buy that product from you that first time, meaning they've never done business with you, or whether it is to join you in an opportunity that first time. All right, that's the hardest. In many cases, we're having to do, drive some traffic, maybe some paid marketing, maybe we're doing some organic marketing, posting YouTube videos, doing article marketing, sitting in front of Facebook for several hours a day, whatever you're doing to get traffic. The hardest thing, Terrence, is to get someone to buy from you or join you the first time. If you can get them to buy from you or join you the first time, and you're able to bring them some value, hopefully they make money. I can tell you, if you get them making any money, they're gonna follow you. See, there's some folks that have followed us since that 2011, 2012, where we were with a particular company where virtually everybody in the company was making money, and then when the company went away, because maybe we had some hand in helping people make money, even if they weren't on our team, because maybe they leveraged our webinars or our video content or what have you, they continued to follow. Okay? You help somebody get some positive results. Positive results isn't always making money, but certainly if you can help them make money, that's going to go a long way. You help them make money, you help them get results, you help them get more leads, you help them get more sales, you help them get more recruits, you help them make more money, then the likelihood is that when you have a second offer, a third offer, a 17th offer, they will at least listen to you. They will at least hear you out. So how do we develop that? All right. I don't think there's a problem in you buying into, okay, I want to have multiple income streams across multiple niches. Now the question becomes how? And so let's start dealing with that question now, okay? I'm going to go to my whiteboard. I'm going to go to my whiteboard here. Bear with me. Let me look at my other computer for my notes. Okay. All right. So now, so how do we position ourselves? All right. So keep this in mind. All right. Here's the premise that we're working with. The premise is if you get someone to buy or join you, I should say buy from you, or join you once, it is easier to get them to buy or join you again and again and again. That's provided that you're providing some value, okay? All right. So now how do we start to craft this? How do we start to shape this? All right. So here's what my plan is, and you can feel free to adopt as much of this plan as you would like. Number one is you want to have a tool. It could be a resource. It could be an opportunity that provides solutions to the larger marketing community. Okay? All right, so number one, you want to add to your portfolio some type of tool or some type of resource or some type of opportunity that the tool, the resource, or opportunity provides some healing. It provides some ointment. It provides some salves, provides some solutions to the problems that other marketers, no matter what they are marketing, are having. All right, so you want to have some type of tool, resource, or opportunity where if you are in weight loss, let's say that's your niche, you got a tool, a resource, or opportunity that even someone that may not be interested in promoting weight loss, they may be promoting electricity. So maybe they're promoting something like Ambit Energy, all right, which is an electricity company in network marketing. All right, so you want to have a tool or resource or some type of opportunity that would provide a solution for the Ambit Energy dude or dudette, or for the 5 links dude or dudette, or for the Jeunesse, the skincare dude or dudette, or the O2 worldwide with a great oxygen product dude or dudette, okay? Even though you may be in a different subcategory, a different niche in the home business space, you want to find and adopt and lead in with some type of tool, some type of resource. It could be an opportunity. There's not a lot of those out there because in many cases, if it's a full-blown network marketing company, all right, in many cases, it serves as a what's the word I'm looking? What's the word I want to use on that one? Maybe a conflict. All right. Now, if there are every now and then opportunities that come along that even though they have a network structure, the product or the service or the solution that they bring can be used across the marketplace. And in which case, you want to craft your messaging about that opportunity so that the person that is in another network marketing company doesn't feel threatened when you talk about that opportunity. Here's why. All right, because you've got to remember that that person in another opportunity, they're probably spending money. They maybe just joined. Maybe they just made the decision to get into that opportunity. And to almost say, okay, well, let me do this. This new opportunity might have some subconscious programming issues, meaning I don't like to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. And if you present me with another opportunity and I'm already in another opportunity, I don't want to say, hey, I was wrong with the one that I started with. Maybe I want to see that thing out. So if it's another opportunity, somehow you want to make sure you craft it in such a way that the product or there's a solution that opportunity brings that can still help you in your weight loss offer or help you in your energy offer or what have you. So number one is have a tool, have a resource, have an opportunity. Either one of those three should also have some type of revenue stream tied to it. So let's give you some examples. All right, a tool. RAS, our mobile marketing system, is a tool. People can use it to build a responsive list, an SMS text messaging list. The tool itself has major income streams tied to it, 4 different income streams tied to it. That is a tool. There are a couple of systems out there that allow you to generate lead capture pages. One that even allows you to tie it to an internal autoresponder, and it has an affiliate tied to it. That is a tool. Let me give you an example of a resource. Okay, a resource could be maybe a marketing course. All right, MLM Lead System Pro is a good example. Okay. If you are part of MLM Lead System Pro, they have a membership, and I'm not here to promote them or what have you. I want to give you an example of what I mean by a resource. All right, they have part of their memberships. I think it's like maybe $150 a month or something like that, or you can get it a little bit less if you pay annually for it. But if you get that subscription, what that allows you to do is they have a number of different courses. You know, if somebody wants to learn about Instagram marketing or Facebook marketing or what have you, and if you have a certain subscription with them, then you can share that resource, that course, and when people get that course, you get like, I don't know if it's 100% commissioning or 80% commissioning. You get a huge commissioning. So maybe it's a resource, it's a course that runs $300 for the course. And you would make $100, or I'm sorry, you'd make $300, 100% or 80%. I forget exactly what the amount is. All right. But a resource would be something like maybe a course on Instagram marketing or a course on Facebook marketing. As a matter of fact, you could even go to places like JVZoo or ClickBank as a free affiliate and be able to find courses or products or services that could bring healing and ointment to the marketplace. All right, that you could now offer that to the dude or the dudette that's in cryptocurrencies when you're in weight loss. See, the whole idea is you want to begin building a bond with this person, and you do that by offering them value, by offering them solutions to the problems that they are having. So you want to adopt one or more tools, resources, opportunities. So we just added, many of you are aware, a new opportunity. It's in pre-launch still, a few weeks ago. And the reason we did is because we saw it as, if they do what they say they're going to do, as a way to provide solutions to the overall marketing community. Because we know that most marketers do not have an adequate monthly marketing budget. And as a result of them not having an adequate monthly marketing budget, They're not consistently driving traffic, driving visitors, getting eyeballs to their offer. And that's the lifeblood of your business. Or they don't have the tools like a lead capture mechanism or an email autoresponder or an SMS text messaging system like we have at RAS. Okay, so they don't have a way to, even if they had a lead capture page, do they have, a good autoresponder or a good system that follows up? Okay, so we want to adopt a tool, a resource, or an opportunity. The reason I adopted that opportunity was because I saw that if that company performs, if they do what they say they're going to do, and so far it looks like they're on their way, they certainly are communicating well to the field, that I'd be able to take someone that has struggled in marketing, that perhaps has not made any money before, that probably has little to no list right now, maybe doesn't have any type of capture page, anything right now, and I'd be able to help them generate some revenue and then take a percentage of that revenue and recapitalize, reinvest back into the business in the form of getting the right tools and the resources and the paid marketing. Okay? I also knew that if I could take John, Mary, Susan, average, and through that, because it's a full-blown network, all right? But if I could get them making money, even if they had not recruited anyone, that they would now be more open to the rest of my marketing message. That wouldn't be my sole marketing message. That wouldn't be all that I have in my income-producing portfolio. But if I can get them getting some results, making some money, then they're going to be more open to buy from me again, to join me again and again and again. So number one, how do we start to foster this culture of people buying from you? And once they buy from you the first time, they buy again and again. Once they join you the first time, they join again and again. Number one, you've got to have a tool, resource, or opportunity that provides solutions for the larger marketing community. Yes, your weight loss company provides solutions for those who want to lose weight, but that is not a solution for the overall marketing community. Yes, your cryptocurrency offer may provide a solution for people that want to start to diversify out of cash into something like digital currencies, which is obviously starting to really pick up steam, that Bitcoin is hovering around the $900 to $1,000 coin area, so on and so forth. It's getting a lot more mainstream attention. All right. So yes, you might have a solution for folks that are interested in cryptocurrencies, but what about all the other people that have no idea what a cryptocurrency is? Okay. You want a tool, a resource, or an opportunity that provides solutions. That's number one. Number two. All right. You then want to capture the lead and build your list. Okay. All right. So when you are in the marketplace, whether you're in Facebook, whether you're in Twitter, whether you are sending something out via email, whether you're doing some traffic generation strategies, and you are now sharing this tool or this resource or this opportunity that is going to provide solutions for the larger marketing community, don't send people straight to the offer, the buy now page or the join now page. Make sure they go to something where you provide a value exchange. If you give me your email address, if you give me your cell phone number, I'm going to give you this. And this might be a training course. This might be an ebook. This might be some type of download. This might be a webinar. I will tell you, webinars work phenomenally well. And in time, some of you are going to have your own lead capture pages, systems. And in time, some of you are going to use your lead capture page to get people opting in to a webinar. Webinars work phenomenally well to build your list. And in time, again, you don't have to be the one that's doing the webinar to start to use webinars to build your list. Webinars work phenomenally well, okay? So you want to have a tool, a resource, an opportunity that provides solutions to the larger marketing community. 1. 2, you want to make sure that when you are presenting whatever that tool, that resource, or that opportunity happens to be, that you're doing it in such a way that people have to give you their email address or their cell phone number in order to gain access to the value that you're promising them. All right, now I'll give you an example in a few moments. Number 3, all right, provide, big word here. This is really big. Extreme, big 2 words, value. Extreme value to the lead. All right, now that might be a problem for most people. I'm going to tell you what we're doing to provide a solution to that problem. Provide extreme value. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be the content creator. You don't have to be the one doing the training, doing the webinar, on screen. You don't have to be that person if that's not you. If that's you, if you're good at communicating, okay, then by all means, develop that skill, hone that skill, get you a screen capture software, all right? And I'm telling you, my screen capture software that I think I paid $300 for it back in 2008, no monthly subscription for it. And I've done a couple of upgrades that maybe was, I don't know, $97 here or there. So maybe $500, maybe $600 total since 2008 has made me so much money. I use it all the time. I use it to record every webinar that I do. I use it to record any trainings that I send out to my audience. Okay. So if you are a person that, you're good at communicating and your style, let it be your style. Don't try to be anybody else. Be you. Be you, because you're going to attract the people that get you. Don't try to be anybody else. Be who you are. I'm demonstrative. I'll sing on my webinars. I'll rap on my webinars. I'll have fun on my webinars. For some people, that doesn't work. Well, guess what? I'm not going to change who I am. I'm going to be me. And not everybody's going to like me. Well, that's okay. They don't have to come on my webinar. I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head saying, hey, you better come on my webinar. So if they don't like, listen, I am not and probably never will be the 30-minute webinar dude. So if I'm doing a webinar presenting an opportunity, let's say that you and I are in the same opportunity and I'm doing a weekly webinar to present that opportunity for my folks, my potential prospects and your potential prospects, okay? I'm not the 30-minute webinar dude because I'm a teacher at heart. I'm an instructor at heart. I get a high out of teaching. And so when I look at an opportunity, I need a little bit more to decide if I'm going to promote that opportunity. So as a result, I want to give more so that people have a better understanding as to why they want to consider this particular opportunity. I go by the adage that an educated consumer consumes more. Well, some people don't need all of that. Some people don't like my style. Well, guess what? I'm not the person for them, and that's okay. So if you're good at communicating, this is something in time that you want to add. Put your flavor on the promotional offer or what have you, okay? But you don't have to if that's not what you're good at. I've seen some folks, a part of our audience, that they would send me a writing. They would write something up. Right? Well, maybe I did a video. They wrote it up. And, man, they were phenomenal at writing. Listen, I don't even try to do that because writing is not my thing. Doing the videos are my thing. So that's what I do. Okay? Provide extreme value to the lead. It doesn't have to be your voice. It doesn't have to be your face. It just has to be good quality content. Okay? You don't have to be the content creator, but you must direct them to quality content. The reason we record our webinars, the reason we send them out to our audience is not only for those that can't make it or those who want to see it and hear it again, but so that those who are following us now have content that they can share with their following. The reason I never say my name on my live webinars, only if I'm doing it for my personal enrollees that follow me personally, all right? But on a webinar like this, where I know that the majority of people on the webinar are not here at my personal referral. They were referred to our webinars by someone else that believes in our approach and what we do, okay? I never mention my name on the webinars. And our training videos that we send out to our audience, all right, to our larger audience, I never mention my name. Why? So that nobody, if you have someone that you brought to the webinar, I want them joining and buying from you. I don't want them looking me up on Facebook trying to circumvent, oh, let me go to that dude. Well, that Doc, you're not going to, if you put in Doc, you ain't going to find nothing about me on Facebook. If all you have is Doc, you ain't finding out nothing. And that's by design. By the way, you need to understand that a lot of the marketers out there that promote their names and are leading teams and organizations and promote their names, you need to understand that a lot of them know that at some point, if their deal falls away, that people are going to come and chase them down or look for them on Facebook. So there was one of our folks, part of our following. He's promoting a particular offer. I won't say what the name of the offer is. And I said, hey, send me what you would normally send a prospect. I'd be interested to see what your prospects are seeing, okay? And he had a lead capture page. Okay, cool. He's got a lead capture page. But once I opted in, all right, to see what the offer was and how it was being promoted and what have you, the guy who was doing the presenting, the guy who was the content creator for that particular offer, okay, or at least in that particular system, oh my gosh, he's showing his Instagram account and how many followers he has on Instagram, and he's talking about how he does all this stuff on social media, and it made it so easy for anyone to bypass the guy who sent me the info, my Joe Average, who's not a content creator. And all I would have had to do is go to the guy on Instagram or Facebook. His name was right there. He's telling me how he's great on Instagram, and I don't know anything about Instagram. So maybe if I join this guy directly, he'll show me what he's doing on Instagram. Do you think that happens all the time in the marketplace? You better believe it. And a lot of the big wigs, they know it, and they bank on it. So you don't have to be the content creator, but make sure if you're leveraging someone else's content that it does not direct your lead away from you. Okay? And you may never hear that on any other webinar, period. Okay? Number 4. By the way, let me stop. How many of you are getting value? How many of you are getting some value from this? If you're getting value, put a V in your questions box. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay? All right. Number 4. Number 4. Let me go back to my notes. Okay. All right, so we're talking about how do we create a culture so that ultimately you start developing multiple streams of income. All right, so number 1, we need to have some type of tool, resource, or opportunity. It could be a combination. We need to have something that we can lead in, go into the broader marketplace, all right, and not just fish from a small pond. If we're in weight loss only, we're fishing from a small pond. Now weight loss is a big niche, but if we're talking about as it relates to network marketing, then you are your target market would be people that are already in network marketing, all right, or have already bought into the idea of of, hey, you join a company, you typically pay some type of fee to get some type of product. You're typically on a monthly subscription or a monthly auto ship. People are used to that. You know, you don't have to sell people on that. You don't have to sell people on, is this one of them their pyramids, especially if they see a binary compensation plan or a matrix compensation plan where you got some person on the top and somebody on the first row and the second row. You don't have to get into, oh, that looks like one of them their pyramids. If you're having to have those types of discussions, that's probably not the person that you're looking for in your business right now. Now, you might have a tool or resource. You might have an opportunity that allows them to make money without them having to recruit or what have you. And that's cool if you've got all that. But the point is you want to have something or some things that you can go to the broader marketplace, no matter what somebody is promoting in the marketplace, and you've got a solution that could help them, that could lead to you generating revenue. Number two, you want to make sure you're capturing the lead. All right, you want to make sure you're capturing the lead. All right, that is so paramount. I didn't spend a lot of time on it, but that's so paramount, because if you want people to buy from you again and again and again, if you want people to join you again and again and again, they join you in this deal this time, and then the next income opportunity you have, you know, they're taking a look at that through your eyes, so on and so forth. You better have them in a list so that you can now easily communicate to them that, hey, I'm getting ready to do this. The offer that I have not mentioned the offer, but the offer that I talked about that I added a few weeks ago. It was a Thursday night. I spent a couple of hours with someone as they were telling me more and more about the offer. They were providing value to me, okay? And then we had a webinar, all right, a Thursday night webinar. As soon as I got off that Thursday night webinar, I went to researching. Now, because I was in this person's list and they've brought me value, my research was not to go sponsor shopping. My research was to find out more about the offer. I knew that if I was going to embrace the offer, who I was going to embrace it with, because that person has brought me value over the last few years, and they were the ones that really helped me to see how that could be a solution for other people. Okay, so I didn't go to sleep at all that night. I stayed up all night researching. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I have to be up very early to get my wife to therapy, and so we're normally up about 4 o'clock or so. So I stayed up till it was time to get her ready to go to therapy, and what the company said, what the opportunity said was, we're in pre-launch. We're about to close down for new enrollments. All right. And then we're going to do some bug fixing, and we've got some things to do on the inside. And then ultimately, we're going to reopen. All right. If you want to get in, you got to get in. I had maybe like 24 hours or something like that. Okay. Now, what I did was I sent out an email and I sent out a text. And basically, it said this: time sensitive is only if it wasn't that much out of pocket. All right, it's only, I gave them the dollar amount. Do it now. I'll explain later. Time sensitive. It's going to cost this. Do it now. I'll explain later. Now, I did like a 2-minute or 3-minute video. All right, this is why in time, for those of you that are good communicators, I want you to start moving towards doing maybe some videos, some screen capture. You don't have to put your face on camera if you don't want to. Notice, I used to put my face on camera. I've not put my face on camera, I think, in probably 2 years now. Everything's been like a screen share. And one of the reasons is because a very dear buddy of mine has done exceptionally well in marketing, and I've never seen his face on camera. And when I asked him why he never put his face on camera, he gave me a couple reasons. But one of the things he said is that it's easier for people to duplicate how he does things, because all they need is screen capture software, and they can capture screen and talk about whatever it is they want to talk about, and nobody ever has to see their mug if you don't want to. Now, some of you are just pretty people. Some of you are handsome. Some of you are pretty. No, you know what? All of you are pretty people. I'd love to see your mug on the camera, but there's a reason why I do what I do, so that people can say, hey, I can do that. He didn't put his mug on the camera. I don't have to put my mug on the camera if I don't want to. All right, so in any event, so I send out an email and I send out a text message. Okay? Time sensitive. I don't have time to really talk about it right now. I think I gave like a 2 or 3 minute video. Listen to my personal list. Do it, and we got like a short period of time before they close down the site. Well, I had no idea how many people took advantage of that offer. When the site came back up, at least for those of us who'd already registered, we could go in and we could log in and we could see, our personals and what have you. All right, it's not yet open for new enrollments. Well, I had 44 people that joined with an email that said, "Do it now. I'll explain later." By the time I was able to give a full explanation to my overall list, the site had come down so that we couldn't do new enrollment. So now what I have is I've got a whole lot of people who are saying from my personal list, "Hey, I wasn't able to get in on time. Let me know when you have a link and I'm ready to go." That's why you must capture the lead. You must capture the lead. If I would have had to go do a blind CC, which is sometimes you see marketers where they're going through their Gmail account and they go and they have to pick out, people they think are marketers or what have you, and then they send an email to that group of people and they do a blind CC, which means nobody else can see who else they sent it to. All right, that is not a professional way to market. Okay, so we're going to ultimately want to have an email autoresponder and then a SMS text messaging system and all that good stuff. All right, provide extreme value. And then number 4, you have to have a platform of some sort that allows you to showcase your other offers / income streams. Now, you've seen this before. All right, I'll give you an example and I'll show you what we're putting into place to answer especially the extreme value question, all right, as well as this right here, okay? You've seen this. I didn't want to put any examples on screen because I didn't want to drive people to someone's personal site. But you've seen this with some marketers that have a blog, all right? And it may have something like Meet Me, where there's a bio about them and what have you. And then they might have a section that says business opportunities, where that's where they now feature the various income models or the various streams that they offer to the marketplace. All right, it could be a tool, it could be a resource, it could be a company or what have you. And in many cases, what they do is they give you some sense. Let's say if there's 5 things that they have there, all right? In many cases, good marketers will give you a sense as to what that product or service or company is all about, why that product, service, or company could benefit you, so on and so forth, okay? So once upon a time, I used to have a blog, and I would have my income streams, and I would even have banners on my blog. So you'll see that too, where some marketers will have on their blog, you're going there for the content, whether it's written or whether it's video content, and then over to the side or maybe up to the top, there's some banners. And in some cases, those banners are maybe from Google or what have you. Maybe they're monetizing their blog that way. And in many cases, particularly in many cases, those banners, they monetize because either it's a product they have or own, or it's an opportunity that they're promoting, or what have you. So you see the banner, you click on the banner, you find out about the opportunity, whatever the deal happens to be, and they've been able to monetize the fact that you went to their blog. Okay. Now the challenge with that is, and there are some systems out there where you can go and quickly set up a blog, but if a person is not much of a tech person, then that might be a little challenge. Okay, so with these 4 major pieces to helping you generate multiple streams of income, I want to share with you something that we're going to launch very, very soon. All right, now it's at least going to be a couple of months. It might be a little bit more than that. I can tell you I am working day and night, night and day on the content. All right. Because this is vitally important when it comes to the extreme. Give me a moment. When it comes to the extreme value. So give me just a moment, and I want to. And some of you are aware of this, but I want you to see. Give me a moment here. How this is going to help you no matter what you are promoting. So give me a moment here. I forgot to have this up for you. One. Bear with me, please. 2. Bear with me for the for no voice there. Just bear with me. I meant to have this up and I forgot. 3. Let's do one more. Not that one. Okay, and just about there. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. We'll do that one. Okay, all right, so here we go. All right, so we're going to be launching a portal that we call Click, Rank, and Bank. Okay, Click, Rank, and Bank. One of the things that we're going to have in Click, Rank, and Bank will be a number of lead capture pages that folks will be able to leverage, even if right now you have no lead capture page software, even if right now you do not have an email autoresponder. Okay. And this is going to lead in with value. So we'll have a number of different lead capture pages. That way, it doesn't saturate the marketplace with everybody using the same one page or the same 2 pages or what have you. Okay. So here's an example. Here's an example. Nice background. Finally, the shocking video series reveals a legit way to make money online, even if you suck at marketing. All right. Now, this capture page is designed to introduce folks to an opportunity, and yes, it is a full-blown network, but the messaging of how that opportunity is presented is a solution to problems that marketers have. Namely, they don't have a marketing budget. So if they're promoting a weight loss offer, they're promoting a nutritional offer, and they don't have a budget to have the right tools and resources and paid marketing to get a constant, consistent flow of visitors or traffic to their site. All right, so we've got to provide value, right? We've got to provide value. So $297 training series will be delivered for free to your best email address. And so we've got this messaging here. We've got some different capture pages in marketing. And you see this all the time when you're watching TV. You'll see an ad. It'll have a pretty lady. Sometimes she doesn't have a lot to wear. We're not going to go in the gutter like that. And it's got nothing to do with a hamburger. It's got nothing to do with Armor All to clean your tires. All right. But why did they put that pretty lady there? They put that pretty lady there for eye candy. Now, I wish it wasn't like that. I wish they could put a UGG mug. Well, no, I'm not an UGG mug. I'm actually a dashingly handsome dude. But I'm not. You don't want me on a capture page. Nobody's going to opt in because they see me on a capture page. I don't know though, because the when the light hits my bald head just right, that could be it. That could be it. All right. So we know that certain people are drawn to an attractive lady who's looking you in the eye, has got a smile. Some people are going to opt in because of that. I don't like that, but that's marketing, okay? Here's another one, all right? Shocking video series reveals how to develop a six-figure biz even if you suck at marketing, okay? So you want to lead in with value. Here's another one, all right? Same messaging. So what we'll have is maybe two or three messages out of the gate, different messaging with different backgrounds. You'll be able to choose which ones you want to use. You'll be able to do some testing if you're driving some traffic. And a lot of times if you're driving traffic, you can actually use like a rotator so that this page gets seen. Let's say if you're getting 1,000 visits to your site, maybe 250 people see this page, and 250 see this one, and 250 see this one, and 250 see this one, so on and so forth. Okay? All right. So now what we've done to provide some healing to the overall marketplace is we know that most people don't have a lead capture mechanism right now. While we want them to get a lead capture mechanism and an autoresponder that they are paying for, that they own and control, in terms of as long as they pay their monthly subscription to the autoresponder, they keep it and keep all the leads. All right. We know that some people are intimidated by that because they're not techies. So one of the things we're doing is we're developing a video-based autoresponder series as a follow-up mechanism to the messaging of this particular opportunity that is designed to help people make money even if they're not good at marketing, okay? Right now, it will be a 30-day series. They opt in, day 1, they're getting a message. Day 2, a message. Day 3, a message. Day 4, a message. Day 5, a message. And it all comes back to the overall messaging here, okay? All comes back to the overall messaging. Now what we do is, let's say on day 3 or 4, we may come away from hardcore marketing training and we might go, I think on day 3 or day 4, we go to the Cook Islands, all right? The whole message is about, hey, just take some time away. Take some time away. Take 5, 6, 7 minutes. You've been trying to make money online. It's been kicking your butt. You put your dreams up on the shelf. They're collecting dust. Take those dreams off the shelf. Blow off the dust. All right, meet me over in the Cook Islands. All right, and so some people are going to enjoy that meeting in the Cook Islands, and then there's going to be a call to action. All right, so with each follow-up, there is a definitive call to action. Pops up right at the right time, okay? And if you're using this system and you're promoting that particular opportunity as a tool, as a vehicle, all right, and you're using that, then your link will be embedded in there so that at a certain point in that day's video training, it pops up. See, we've got to understand most people are not going to join. Most people are not going to buy the first time they hear or see the message. I never mention my name. I don't even say doc. I don't even say funnel doc. They never hear my name or any reference to who I am or doc or anything like that. Okay? All right. So we've got these capture pages that you're going to be able to use to capture leads. If you have your own autoresponder, there'll be one in particular that will be integrated where all you got to do is put in a little piece of code and it will bring all the messages into your autoresponder. So for others that use different autoresponders, you'll be able to, it'll be manual, but it won't be difficult. It's basically a copy and a paste into whatever autoresponder you're using. For those of you who do not have an autoresponder yet, our system has an internal autoresponder. So you can start there. Ultimately, I'm going to want you to graduate to a commercial autoresponder. The reason being is that the internal autoresponder allows you to change the messaging, which is good. What it doesn't allow you to do is build multiple lists. And the reason that's important is for multiple income streams. Let's say someone let's say that you are promoting cryptocurrency, all right, and you're starting to make some money, and you take a portion of the resources that you're making. We're always talking about taking a percentage of your revenue and reinvesting it back into the tools, the resources, and the paid marketing. Well, we probably need to add in time starting or initiating other income streams. So for instance, if all of a sudden you are generating, let's say, $3,000 a month, okay, you shouldn't be spending $3,000 a month. You should be taking a minimum of 25% of that, $750, and reinvesting that back in the form of the tools, the resources, traffic, and maybe now you pick up another income stream. And if that other income stream requires a monthly subscription or what have you, you're using that $750 or a portion of that $750 for that, okay? But what you would want to have is you may have a section of your list that's interested in cryptocurrencies, but they're not necessarily interested in weight loss. So you'd want to be able to segment your list or have another list of people that's interested in weight loss. Hey guys, I know you're my cryptocurrency crowd, but I've been using this weight loss product and I've lost 20 pounds in 2 months. For those of you that might be interested in finding out more information, go here. Have them to opt into a capture page. So now you know the people that are interested in weight loss. So now you can communicate to them about your weight loss offer. All right, so on and so forth, okay? Our system internally will not allow you to do that. It's not going to allow you to have multiple lists like that. So it's only a way to get started. Ultimately, you'll want to have an email autoresponder, and you'll be able to get that through the system as well, okay? All right, so we've designed this so that if a person has no lead capture page mechanism, they do not have an email autoresponder, even if they do, they wouldn't know, they don't have a good quality follow-up messaging to that list. Well, you've got that if you leverage this right here, okay? At least at every video, every training, we're bringing it. And what we've done is we've taken things that we've taught for, in some cases, years, okay? We messaged it so that it fits the back-end opportunity, okay? And we've done it in bite-sized pieces. So instead of sending out a 1 hour or a 2 hour training, it might be 10 minutes. It might be 15 minutes. It might be less than that. It might be 20. I think the longest so far has been 20 minutes. Now, once again, why would I send out in an email a 20-minute video? Why would I do that? Because the people who get me, even though I'm not saying my name. In other words, what I have found out in my marketing is I would have people, when I would do everything on YouTube, I would have people who would connect with me and they would tell me, I just spent 3 hours or 5 hours watching every video that you did that I could find. I was watching it. Well, guess what? I didn't have to sell them on anything. They had already decided to join. And so what we want to develop multiple streams of income is we want not just list subscribers. It starts there. We want followers. What do I always say? Your business is you and your, I never say your business is you and your list. I say your business is you and your following. Comes from the list. But what we're looking for are people that they're not going to be here with us today and gone tomorrow. We want people that are going to stick and stay. And so if every video was a 2-minute video, then I might get 2-minute people. I'm not looking for 2-minute people. I want the 4 Underwoods of the world. I want the Venetian Muldrows of the world. I want the Vanetta Johnsons of the world, the L.K. Spicers, the Lyndon Francis, the Dr. Chris, the folks that when I look at my webinar pane, man, I've seen them for years, through good and bad, through profitable deals and unprofitable deals. Okay? I got 14 minutes. All right, now, let me show you how the system is also going to help you with the multiple streams of income. And some of you have seen this before, but I really want you to get this. Okay? All right, so what I just did is I just logged in as Sue Average. Sue Average was referred by Joanne Test. Okay? And we've got a couple things here that's very important for you, okay? That's going to help you generate ultimately multiple streams of income. All right, so what's going to happen is someone is going to opt in to one of the capture pages, and we'll start off with probably 10 to 12, and then, every month we might add a couple or 3 or 4 or what have you. But we'll be adding capture pages, adding different messaging, different backgrounds, so on and so forth, okay? All right, so someone's going to opt in with their email address. They're going to start getting the video series that I was just referencing, okay? At the end of every, or at some point in each of those trainings, even the ones where the training today was watching a comedian, or going on a mental vacation break to the Cook Islands, all right? Even if that was what was sent out that day, there's going to be on a page where what's going to pop up at a certain time in the video is going to be a link for them to get the underlying platform that's going to help them generate up to $1,500 a month, even if they suck at marketing, and for them to take a $1 7-day test drive of our system. Our system will provide an affiliate commission to you as well. So if someone takes you up on the opportunity offer, all right, they could be worth up to $300 a month with that opportunity offer to your bottom line. For everyone that takes you up on that offer could be worth up to $300 a month, okay? And then if they build, that could be worth even more. And they can get the system from you. Now, when they get the system from you, then when they come in, they're going to see what we refer to as your showcase. Before I get to the showcase, I want to share something else that's very important. All right, so there's going to be marketing training here so that people understand at least a big picture of marketing. There's going to be a series of cash flow trainings in there that's designed if people are tight, all right, if money is tight, it's designed to help them uncover $200 to $500 a month in previously untapped cash flow. Okay. Now, why is that important? Because over here, you might have a weight loss offer that they're interested in, but maybe they're tight right now. So if we help them free up some money over here, that might be the money that they can now get involved with you over here. And in the marketing trainings, all right, in the videos that we'll have back here, there will be calls to action. The call to action on this video might be, hey, don't forget, check out your referrer showcase. So what is your referrer showcase? All right. You're going to be able to showcase any and all income streams that you're currently promoting. And when you're ready to add something, you'll be able to add something here. So if let's say your primary promotional offer is a weight loss offer. Okay. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. That's probably a little aggressive there, but whatever the messaging might be. So maybe this was somebody, I grabbed this off of YouTube. Someone said they lost 30 pounds in 30 days. So you click here. You would have input all this content here, okay? Any writing you see here, any video you see here will walk you through how to do this. So even if you're not a techie, you'll see how to do it, all right? Won't be a problem for you. Anything you want to say, any place you want to direct them, you can direct them, okay? All right? And I would certainly recommend that you put your handles, you put all your, if you're utilizing social media, let them follow you on Twitter or Facebook and however you communicate or what have you. The whole idea is we want to take someone that may be in our list and convert them to a follower. Convert them to a buyer. See, they get the portal from you, they've already bought. They bought the portal from you. A person who buys from you once is more likely to buy from you again, especially if you bring value. Now, with this system, you'll be bringing value by virtue of them coming into the system and getting value, whether it's from the marketing training section or whether it's from the tools section. In the tools section, we'll talk about the various tools that we use in our business and we recommend in our business. For my RAS folks, you better believe there's going to be a big section on RAS and how it works and why you want to have RAS and mobile marketing and all that good stuff, okay? So, and then the call to action in many cases is going to be, okay, now that you understand why you want to employ mobile marketing, go over here to the affiliate center. And in the affiliate center is where you would have your various affiliate links. There's going to be some tools and resources that require you to have the tool or resource in order for you to get compensated on it. But there's going to be some tools and resources that do not require you to have it in order for you to get compensated on it. So let's say one of the tools that doesn't require you to have it to get compensated on it, all right, you go and you become an affiliate for free. You put your affiliate link here. And then in the tools and training, I'm saying why I use this tool, why I recommend this tool. This is a phenomenal tool, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Maybe you're not ready for the tool, but they are. You have input your link in the affiliate center. They go over to the affiliate center to get the tool. They'd be getting it from your affiliate link. You would get the referral commission for that. Multiple streams. See, we got this concept a couple of ways. When we first, I won't say first, but way back in 2001, 2002, very dear marketing buddy of mine. I met him offline, but he was starting to build his business online. He was doing generic webinars, bringing tremendous value, and I couldn't figure out why he was doing it, how he was making money from it, because I was in the same network marketing company he was in, but I wasn't on his team. He wasn't on mine. And he was doing two things primarily. Number one, he was promoting a particular tool or particular resource, showing how that tool worked, why it was such a key part of his business, and then he would provide a link so that people could get the tool. Well, I didn't know back then that when he provided that link, that was his link and that he was getting a commission. I wouldn't have cared. I would have actually, I would have been happy to, because he was giving such value. I wanted a way for him to make money because he was giving me so much value. Well, we saw that, and we've seen systems that said, okay, the admin keeps all the affiliate commission, but that's not what we're after. What we're after is a monstrous rabbit-based following that anytime we ever mention anything about an offer, we've got people that are listening. And the way to do that is to get people making money. And here's the thing. Since most people never make money in this industry, in most cases, it doesn't have to be a lot of money that they make. If you help somebody make a check, I had to remember that because I had gotten to the point where I was finally starting to make some money, and I was expecting to make, 5 figures a month, 10, 15, 20 grand a month. And I remember offline, somebody on our team, and they got their first check, and it was like $30. And I was almost like apologetic because I'm making 15, 20,000 a month. Well, you don't despise the day of small beginnings. And they're like, small beginnings? I ain't never made no money before. I'm happy. I'm excited about and I forgot. Most people ain't never made any money. You have to make a penny. My gosh. You've done something most people haven't. Okay. So we've got the affiliate center that helps them generate revenue. You've got your showcase. You can always add. And then we, from our training, we're always saying, don't forget. Go and check out. Not on every call to action, but every video is going to have a call to action. Don't forget. Check out your referral showcase. See what they're doing. And listen now. Listen. If they're promoting a particular offer and you're interested in that offer, don't you dare go to YouTube and go shop for another sponsor. Don't you dare go to Google and shop for another sponsor. If you do that, please just cancel the portal, because you hadn't captured the spirit. The spirit is, let's keep the money in the family. Now, all of a sudden, you've got somebody that, even though they won't necessarily know my name, you've got somebody who is standing in a position of authority and influence saying, go do business with Joanne. Check out what she's doing. Even if it's not a product for you, if you know somebody else who could use that product, refer them to Joanne. Let's keep this money in the family. We're building a following, okay? The other thing that we just had programmed is something that we call a team pop-up. Now, the way this works, oops, don't need to do that. Okay, did you just see that? Okay, I'm going to do this again. So this is the way this works, okay? When someone logs in, every 2 or 3 times that they log in, or if they go in and they do some type of refresh of the screen, and a refresh of the screen could be they clicked where it said travel like the rich, all right? The system is going to view that as like a refresh. So every 2, 3, 4 times, there's going to be a pop-up. If you've put in your pop-up, we'll show you how to do this. You put in your pop-up. All right, so now this is great, because sometimes what will happen is people are going to come into the portal. I've got 2 minutes. Sometimes people are going to come into the portal. People are going to come into the portal, hopefully, several times a week. All right, we're going to load all of our webinars back in the portal. All right, so now instead of someone saying, hey, I missed the webinar, can you email me the webinar? Go in the back in the portal and get the webinar. All right, I had someone the other day, they wanted like 4 weeks worth of webinars. Okay, that takes me way too much time to go and find those links. Go back and to the webinar vault, and you'll be able to see every webinar, from the time that we start posting. You'll be able to see every webinar that we post, okay? All right, so somebody goes in and maybe they go in for the webinars, or maybe they go in to do some training. We're going to be saying, hey, schedule 15 to 30 minutes, maybe as much as an hour, however much time you have in your business day. Schedule a certain time of day, every day, to come into the portal, whether you're going through the marketing training videos or the tools or what have you, until you've gone through all the content, because there's a reason why we put every piece of content back there. So now what happens is every so often, let's see, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, let's see. There we go, okay? So every so often, this pop-up is going to... Well, good day to all of our... Okay? This pop-up is a great place if you just added a new offer, okay? Maybe you still have it in your showcase, all right? But you want your folks to know, hey, you just added a new offer, or... there's this big event that's happening. Maybe it's a big webinar. There's something that's happening that you want to really get their attention. All right. You put in your headline. You can put in a video. You can put in any writing. All this stuff is controlled by you. So this way, for instance, if I added a new offer, then anyone that has gotten the portal from me, when they go in, periodically, this pops up. And let's say if I put that new offer in here, hey guys, I just added a new offer. I want you to understand why I'm adding it. Go here, or here's a video training, or go opt in here, or I'm going to do a webinar, or what have you. That's why we did that, so that you can be a little bit more in their face, again, without it being intrusive, because they can always click out of here, and they can always click out of here. So here, let's rehearse the four things that we want to have in place to develop multiple streams of income. Okay? A tool, resource, opportunity that provides solutions. By the way, our tool alone, ClickRank and Bank, is a tool all on its own. It has a number of tools in it. Our mobile marketing system will house that so that people can understand our mobile marketing system. So for those of you that have RAS, if you're also leveraging CRB, ClickRank Bank, chances are if people go through CRB, by the time they get to your mobile marketing system, they're more prepped for the mobile marketing system. They're more prepped to get the system from you. Okay, so I believe in time, it's a pipeline approach. You'll get more sales to that. I believe in time, you get more sales and more recruits to your specific offers. The system itself is going to allow you to start building an email list. Again, there'll also be training in there about the mobile marketing list. So many people who don't start there will ultimately upgrade to mobile marketing. The system itself is going to provide extreme value. That 30-day autoresponder series, I've not seen anything in the marketplace like it. I've seen systems that provide a follow-up system, but I don't think they were, to me, they weren't robust enough. Okay? What I'm doing there is what I would do if I didn't have this system. If I was just sending traffic to a lead capture page, I would put together a very robust 30-day video series, because I know that when someone opts in, they may not watch the entire presentation. And I know that the first message, they may not watch all of it. The second message, but what they start to see is they see consistency. I'm continuing to bring value, and either they're going to opt out of my list, which I'm cool with, which means that I'm not the guy for them right now, and I'm fine with that, or they're going to stay in my list. And then at some point, they may watch a video. And if they do that, I might have them. I just might have them. I just might have them. And we're only looking for 1 to 5% conversion anyway. So I'm only looking for, if I have 100 people on my list, one of them to join me. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, but somewhere between 1 and 5. If I've got 1,000 on my list, I'm only looking for 10 to 50. So I don't need all 1,000 joining me, especially with the offer that we have back there. Okay? And then we've got a platform that's going to allow you to showcase all your offers. What's the pricing going to be? It's going to be $1 for a 7-day test drive. And you good folks help me to determine this pricing. It should be much more, because it is going to be stocked with so much value. But we want to keep it so that the masses can get it. All right, $30 a month. And we're going to pay. Now, I will say this, and then we'll get into Q&A. I will say this. I'm hoping that the amount that we're able to retain from an administrative standpoint covers all of our expenses, because we're going to be adding capture pages. We're going to be adding different sales messages. All right, we'll start off with one sales message, and then, for instance, with one of the tools there is a phenomenal potential for nonprofits and faith-based organizations. We will likely do a presentation specifically for nonprofits and faith-based organizations with that particular offer. Okay. So that's time, that's resources, that costs money to develop all that good stuff. All right. So I'm hoping that $30 a month does it. If we feel like we ever have to come back and change that, then anybody who's gotten it for $30 a month will be grandfathered or grandmothered in. Okay. All right. And our plan at this point is $10 to the field and the one tier affiliate, so basically 33% commission. The other is retained by admin, so we can cover the cost of administering the portal and all that other stuff. So every lead capture page costs us, every member costs us on a monthly basis, every sales page, all of that, all those videos, all right, because most of those videos will not be hosted on something like a video sharing site like YouTube or anything like that. Because that's going to be premium content. So every video that people watch means it costs us, okay? And obviously we want people to watch more and more and more and more and more. And we're going to be continually reinvesting back into that portal to make that portal stronger and better and more valuable. Here's why. So when someone gets the portal from you, they get such value from the portal that virtually anything you ever talk to them about, they already know that it's going to be valuable. We just overwhelm them with such value for 30 measly bucks, okay? So people are going to have a 7-day test drive. So most people are going to keep it. After the 7th day, they'll bill the $30 a month, and then they keep it for as long as they keep it. Hopefully, they'll keep it forever and ever. Amen. All right. So I'm going to stop there. I'm past my time. I wanted to show you our plan. Whether any of you do any of this or not, this is what I'm doing so that I generate multiple streams of income, so I can really lead very aggressive with my front end, and then on the back end, I'll have my showcase. And a percentage of people that come through my side of the system, meaning they come, at my referral, will see my showcase. Percentage of people that come through your system not only will see your showcase, but will actually take you up on one or more of your showcase items. Okay? All right. So I'm going to stop there. I'm 7 minutes past my time. Queen, let's get into Q&A. And this would be a good time for you to put in your questions. While I'm waiting for Queen to come, Robert Naylor, I just saw you. Will the portal have the keep what you capture feature? No, because that's totally different from RAS. I wouldn't know how to have that programmed in from an email standpoint. So no, unfortunately. No, I don't know what you're talking about. 9:36. 9:36. Can you? Um. Okay, I see Jim. Give me a moment. I see Jim's. Let me just jot that down so I won't forget. Okay. Bear with me. Jim's reminder. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate that. When will CRB launch? We are at least 2 weeks out. At least 2 weeks. It might be a third week. I'm hoping it won't be much longer than that. I do need to see the underlying platform that we talked about without mentioning his name on tonight's webinar. I need to see that open up, all right, because we may have to make some modifications to some of the messaging. I already know that I'm going to have to put an addendum on some of the video messages that we had cut based on some information that we had previously that has been slightly modified. So I need to see that open up first. I need to make sure that the messaging that we have, especially from the sales video standpoint, is congruent with the messaging of that particular offer. Plus, what I've done this week, from last week to this week, I have finished the 30-day from a cutting content standpoint. Crafting each specific follow-up. All right. Now I have to go back and I've got to edit and render and all that other stuff. All right. So that's going to take a few days. And then, and that's just the email follow-up. And I've got to get the lead capture pages to my programmer to make sure he's got those. We've got to do some testing. So we're at least 2, maybe 3 weeks out. Someone was asking, or someone was reminding me to remind our audience, for those of you that know of the underlying platform, and the reason I'm not mentioning the underlying platform is because we build this as a generic, and some of you may not know that platform, may not be promoting that platform, so I don't want to promote any specific network marketing opportunity, although I see it as more of a tool than just a regular network marketing opportunity. For those of you that are aware of that and you were able to register before that particular offer took down their new enrollments page, they'll be bringing it back up soon. make sure that you've gone inside and you've updated your profile. All right. They are wanting everyone to do that before they take the system live. So make sure that you have gone in and you've updated your profile. Thanks, Jim, for that. Next question. That's for CRB. All right. RAS and CRB are two totally different systems, although they will work synergistically. Especially, see, here's the thing with RAS. We know that what we are promoting through CRB on the front end as a tool, resource, as a tool that allows us to impact a lot more marketers and actually even non-marketers. Okay, we know that that is a message that is geared for the masses. The masses aren't necessarily already yet for mobile marketing. So we needed to have, I felt like we needed to have a system for those who weren't quite ready for mobile marketing so that they can still start to build a list. They can start generating revenue. And then once they come inside, now they can understand why mobile marketing is something they definitely want to add to their income producing portfolio. Plus, the messaging is, let's use an underlying platform to generate some cash equivalents that you could turn into cash, take a percentage of that revenue, reinvest it back, recapitalize it back in the form of the proper tools, resources, and paid marketing. So now we'll have a whole section that talks about the various tools that we use. And we'll talk about RAS, our mobile marketing system. They'll get a chance to really see, even before they've opted into your mobile marketing system, for those of you who have it, they'll get a chance to see the power of it. So now when they opt into your mobile marketing system, they are a higher quality lead going into your mobile marketing system. And the likelihood now of them going completely through the system and getting the system has just been raised, significantly. All right. So they're two separate systems, but we will intertwine them, which is, like tonight. Tonight's webinar was co-sponsored by RAS and CRB, as an example. All right. CRB, we will talk about RAS in CRB. All right. And we'll do it unapologetically because it is a tool that ultimately we want everyone to be able to leverage. Next question. Yeah. What I know we have to have as a minimum to be able to administrate everything is we've got to have at least $20 a month that stays with admin, at least. So anything above that, now we can start looking at affiliate commission. So we could have charged $97 and paid out a huge affiliate commission, but our audience said, now let's keep the pricing low, and we want to keep the pricing low enough so that you have more volume coming through to see what? Your showcase. Okay? Beginners are going to love this because here's the thing. Here's the problem that beginners have, all right? Especially when we talk about lead generation, all right? Now, with our mobile marketing system, they've got a capture page. With mobile marketing system, they get a lead immediately. The system starts sending out text messages, okay? So, but not everybody's ready for that yet, okay? So on an email basis, typically you'll have most people don't have a lead capture page system, all right? And then the ones that have a lead capture page system and an autoresponder, most people don't have a really good follow-up system. It's not consistent. It's not valuable. I have joined a couple of systems because they said, oh, don't worry, we got a good follow-up system. Then I go and I look at the follow-up system, and the follow-up system is crap. And all the follow-up system does is tell them to go back to the original sales page that they haven't joined from or bought from to start with. And so what we've done, or almost finished now, about halfway finished, is we've developed a very robust follow-up system where the messaging is congruent with what we want them to do, which is to get that underlying offer and get the portal. All right, those are the two things that we want them to do, and it is unapologetically every single video message that goes out is tremendous value with that call to action. It's okay to say join me, join me, join me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, if you wrap the pitch in value. Now, the new person, the brand new person, their problem is they're not content creators. They wouldn't know what to say. Well, when you come in this system where it says my web pages, you're going to click, it's not there now. When it says my web pages, you're going to click there. And you're going to have all these capture pages that you'll be able to use. And you'll just grab the link, all right? Grab the link, head over to Facebook, grab the link, head over to whatever traffic system you might be using or however you're getting traffic, all right? And you'll just post that link. They'll read this. If they opt in, it's going to take them to a sales video, and they're going to get an email from you. And then the next day they get an email. Then the next day. 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 Okay? So phenomenal for the newbie. So the newbie can come in here and say, okay, I want to start to learn a little bit about marketing. Give me a moment. Where am I? All right. So here's the marketing training. But listen, you don't have to learn all this stuff. You don't have to spend 20 hours going through this stuff to come over here, click on where it says web pages, grab the web link, send it out to some folks. They opt in, and your system immediately starts communicating with them. If you're using the internal system, if you're using the your own autoresponder system, then you just have to make sure they're synced up and what have you. But if you're using the internal system, it's going to work from day one for you. Next question. Extremely user-friendly. All the how do you set up your showcase, how you do your affiliate center, all of that is simple, and we walk you through every step of it via video. Next question. I used to. I don't have one now. So I used to. I don't use one now. No, not anymore. We're going to use we're likely going to use a system called Deal Guardian, which is extremely friendly for we marketers. We could probably use a ClickBank or something like that. The challenge with the ClickBanks of the world is that they've gotten extremely stringent on their kind of stuff. And Deal Guardian was really designed for internet marketers and people that run membership sites and people that have their own products and what have you. They'll take everything. They'll take everything from PayPal to your major credit cards and all that good stuff. That won't be a problem. Nope. That won't be a problem. From a commissioning standpoint, what happens is, all right, so we're doing the 7-day test drive. We could have done a longer test drive. The reason we didn't do it is if we do a test drive, we also have to have behind it a money-back guarantee. They would not release commissions until the end of the money-back guarantee. Okay, so what we opted to do was to do a test drive. The reason we do the test drive is only $1. Okay, well, if anybody's halfway serious, and if our message resonates with them at all, and they're halfway serious, they'll come up with the buck. All right, and the whole idea is to get them in the system and get them seeing, oh man, I get access to these web pages. I get access to the email autoresponder series starts to work for me. I come over here and I go through the marketing training, I go through the cash flow training. One of the things we'll be saying, hey, by the way, if money's tight, make sure you go and check out the cash flow training. You should, on average, be able to uncover $200 to $500 a month. So make sure you go through that, so on and so forth. So we do a 7-day test drive, a 7-day money back guarantee. So they basically have 14 days at really no risk to them. And then after that period, commissions can then be released. You'll fill out a little affiliate agreement with Deal Guardian is probably the company we're going to use, and they'll be the ones that'll be remitting commissions to you. You'll tell them how you want to get paid. Any other questions?
Can I get a link for CRB?
Not ready yet. So no links just yet. And then what we'll do, we'll roll it out like we roll out everything else, because there is the affiliate tie one, and I want to make sure that you're getting CRB from the person, if they're still following us, that got you to our following, so that they get the commission, and more importantly, so that their showcase is the one that you see. Because whoever you register CRB with is the person whose showcase you're going to see. So if Joanne is your referrer, you're going to see Joanne's showcase. Now, the way the underlying platform that CRB has the sales video, or will have the sales video on, the way that works is when someone sees the sales video or any of the autoresponder messages that go out. By the way, you can take those same autoresponder messages, the link that people will be clicking on, and for my RAS folks, you can send that out through your SMS text messages. Okay, you wouldn't have the full writing of the email, but the link that would be in there for people to click on the link, and then it would take them to a training page for the day, and on that training page, your buttons are going to pop up. You can use that just as easily anywhere. You can post that on Facebook if you want. Okay. What was I answering? I forgot. What was I answering? Nah, they're not ready yet. How we'll roll it out. So what we'll do is, when we're ready, I'm going to go to my personal list like I always do first, and say, okay, for those of you who want to go on and get CRB, here's the link to go on and get CRB. They will get their link. They'll come in. They'll set up their affiliate agreement with Deal Guardian. We'll have a video on how to do all that stuff. And then they'll start getting their links out to their folks, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how we'll do that. And so that's how we'll do that. We've answered that question. All right, anything else, Queen?
If I don't have a sponsor.
Okay, now I'm going to give you something, but I want you to please do me a big favor and only respond in what I'm about to say if the person who got you to our following is nowhere to be found. Please don't do what I'm about to say if you know who got you to our following and they're following us. Even if you think, well, let me join with that dude because he's the one that's doing the webinars. That's not how we do business, okay? That's not how we do business. We never want to take anybody's referral credit. That is not the way we do business. All right, so if you are truly an orphan, then this is what I would have you to do. I'd have you to send an email to reverse advertising system @gmail.com. In the subject line, put CRB orphan only if you are truly orphaned. Now, if the person that got you to our following is no longer following us, or they're not interested, and you know of someone else that's following us, and you've got a relation, maybe you know them through Facebook or what have you, you've got a relationship with them, and you know they're going to get CRB, feel free. You can go to them. Feel free. All right, feel free. But only do this if you truly have been orphaned. You have no idea. Okay. And again, that's because we don't want to take anybody's referral credit. Any other questions, Queen?
Do I have to join RAS in order to join CRB?
No, 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 no. You do not have to get RAS to get CRB. You do not have to get CRB if you have RAS. Okay, they are two separate systems. Howbeit, you'll see how we synergistically link them, but they are two totally separate systems. Okay, two totally separate systems. We'll link them synergistically, but you do not. And one of the reasons why we're launching CRB is we know not everybody is ready yet for RAS. So we wanted to have an option that still allowed people to build a list, that still allowed people to bring value to their list, even if they don't have RAS. At some point, you should be at a point in your business where you have RAS, all right? And, by that time, we may have crafted another mobile marketing system specific to the underlying platform here, all right? We'll see how that goes, but we very well may do that. At some point, you want to have mobile marketing as a part of your list building strategy. If you're not ready for that now, then leverage CRB. Get to the point where you've generated some revenue, then as one of the tools. So back here, there's not going to be any question as to some of the tools that you want to start implementing. You may not be in a position to implement them all right away, but you'll know where, when you start generating revenue, okay, I want to pick up this tool next, and I want to pick up that tool. And one of the tools is going to be RAS or some mobile marketing system that maybe we've designed that's through the same platform. Meaning we could design a system, Queen, that's specific to a particular offer if we wanted to. So you don't have to have one to have the other. Is that it? Yes. Uh-huh. Yes. Uh-huh. Gosh. Oh no. Is Lady Di on the webinar? Is she here? Yeah, we got, we got hit with some, yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. We had a couple. We got some bad news earlier this week, and so to hear that, I just hate that. Lady Di, if you're here, you're certainly in our thoughts and our prayers. Certainly in our thoughts and our prayers. We love you. We love you, sweetie. Go and kick C's Katootie. Go and kick its Katootie. Okay. Theo, I don't know. Hey, Theo, I know you got an email into me, and I'm not. I just have had my head down, and there's probably several of you that might have some correspondence into me. I've had my head down working on some things. So, Theo, I know you posted something in RAS telling me to take a look at an email. So just bear with me there. I don't fully understand your other question. You've been introduced to somebody outside on the new offer. Oh, okay. Let me answer Theo's question real quickly. All right. So Theo said he's been introduced to the new offer, the underlying offer that we've talked about, by someone else outside of our system. All right, is it cool for him to join through them? Sure, sure, not a problem at all. It's, especially if you feel like it was done. Well, maybe they introduced you first, or you've done business with them before, or what have you. Because it's not open yet. So go on and join with them, and you can. Doesn't matter who you join that offer with. If you find value in the portal, which everybody should at least take the $1 test drive. I mean, there's no reason why everybody wouldn't at least do that. If you find value in what we've talked about with the portal, you get the portal. It doesn't matter if you join with someone else or if you're part of our team or not. That doesn't matter. That part doesn't matter. Okay. All right. So, yeah, you're more than welcome to go on and do that. All right. With that being said, you guys have been awesome. You've been amazing. Have a phenomenal weekend. Keep Lady Di in your thoughts and your prayers. Lady Di and I, we go way back. I think, Queen, we go back to, I met Lady Di at a stock market workshop back in 2001-ish. So Lady Di and I go back like 16 years. So keep her in your thoughts and your prayers. All right, we love each and every one of you. Let's change the world together, starting with yours. Click, rank. Oh, it's not a Click, Rank, and Bank webinar. I'm sorry. That's my Click, Rank, and Bank. That's the end of the videos with Click, Rank, and Bank. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Hey, Queen, would you remind me the next time, because I have not sung in a while. I haven't done any of my lyrical miracleness in a while. And no. I want to give the people what they want. You got to give the people what they want. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.